Hello guys, so today's Sunday. Yesterday I went down to the unit with Zach and did a bit of filming, but I noticed on the lens there was some spots and it was focusing in on that, so it looked a bit shit in the video. So anyway, I'm at home today, and I'm going to be carrying on with this trailer. So alright Dave, chill out mate. I don't know if you can see, I'm going to try and zoom in on my little cat sat at the window. There she is, look. Come on, focus in. Oh, it ain't going to do it, but that's my cat sat on the window. You can't see, can you? Anyway, so I'm in the shed today. It's still a bit chilly, as you can see. There's still a bit of, well, the snow's nearly gone, but I knew it won't last 2 minutes anyway. So I'm going to get the trailer out, I'm going to put it together, I'm going to decide where I'm going to weld on some anchor points to strap it on and stuff like that. So I'll get it out and then we'll go from there. Right, so I've just temporarily put 3 bolts in, and there's only 2 holding the axle on, so I need to sort that out. So the reason that there's them there is because originally this cross member only had 4 bolts, but I had a plate with 6 bolts in, so that's why or 8 bolts or whatever, so I've just put them together and just drilled the fucking hole straight through to match the suspension unit. Same with this side. I mean, that can be welded up there and the hole re-drilled. Them can be welded up, can't they, and sealed and so on. Anyway, but that's minor, is that? The only other thing as well is from there to there and from there to there is actually 1 mil difference. I don't know if it's that way or that way, so if I'd have moved, if this had been, or is it from there to there? Anyway, I think it's from that plate actually, from that plate to there, and from the plate there to there is 1 mil difference, so this plate literally needed moving 1/2 mil and then welding, and then it'd have been exactly the same. So call it, I'm 1/2 mil out from absolute dead centre with that plate welded on there. I don't think that'll make a difference, but anyway, the other thing is, if you look where the hitch is, you can see that the T-piece thing that's been welded on is just slightly to the left. Literally, I think it's by 1 mil again. And the problem is, you know, 1/2 mil, 1 mil movement there is probably, you know, 3 or 4 mil at this end. I'm not particularly worried, because what I could do is the 2 bolts that hold the hitch on, I could maybe just, instead of it just being a round hole, have an oblong hole like the old torpedo fucking sweeties, you know, that type of hole, and then I'll be able to move it and then tighten it up that way. So I'm not bothered about that. Obviously the proof in the pudding will be trying to get it to, you know, to tow it. The other thing is, because of the heat involved in the welding, you can see that the actual beam where where the chassis, where the bike is going to actually sit on, it's just slightly banana shaped, only very slightly. So Dave, who welded it, I mean, I trust his welding 100%. Dave, get out! Not this Dave, by the way. Get out! Get out! He keeps fucking Do you know, I'm going to plant some stuff in here and he keeps jumping in there, so I'm going to have to sort that out. Anyway, so Dave, who welded it, not him, he just says because of the heat, it's just bent a little bit. So what he did was, he welded a bit up there, and then he came down this end and welded a bit there, then he went there and he went, and so forth. Again, I'm not bothered, because I know that his welding is, you know, 1,000 times better than mine, and that ain't gonna go anywhere. That's, you know, the welding's fucking, that's not an issue at all, isn't the welding? I mean, look at this, it's, you know, it's welded on there, up there, across there, down here, it's welded underneath that. That's fucking, as far as I'm concerned, that whole chassis down there is just one solid piece of metal. This bloody camera's going out of focus again, isn't it? Right, anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try... Oh, and the reason for the big hole there is this. Is because this is going on. And there, look. That's going to go on the front, like that. So what I need to do is mark out where that is, and I'm going to drill some holes and just bolt that on, I think, because the idea for this is I can just undo it and throw it in the back of the car, go down the motorway just like a normal car. When I get there, bolt it together, and I'm coming back with a trailer. I don't want to be towing this down motorway. So anyway, so I'm going to drill some holes there, and then that'll bolt on there. What I'm going to have to do is, obviously, to get this centre, I'm going to need some spacers, you know, in there, so, you know, some spacers in there, so it's dead centre is that. But I'll sort that out. And then my main problem is, what I need to do is, I need to get it down to unit, get one of them bikes on, and then just try and work out whereabouts I'm going to be putting the tie downs. Obviously I think I can fix some to here, can't I? I can get some to there, so that I can have a strap over the seat and down to there or something. I know I'm waffling a bit now, but I'm trying to... Let me get this bag here. So I've got these, a big bag of these fuckers. So let me just... So there's them type. So there's them that could go on. Oh, I got a load of them as well. So I could possibly, you know, do I weld that on there or something like that? Is that, do you know what I mean? Or do I put something like that on, like that, or do I get it like that at an angle, one on each side? I think they're going to be too big there. I think they'll be too big to... This is what I need to work out. Do you know what I mean? So obviously I need to make sure I don't weld it that way. It's going to have to be that way. So does it need to be done like that? But obviously I can't do it there because of that bolt. So does it need to be done like that? One there and one there, if that makes sense. Do I have a couple there like that as well? And then the front, do I have, you know, some at the front like that? Right, anyway, we'll I think today I just need to get that bolt, that red thing, sort of like in place and bolted on, and I can worry about them tie down things when I sit a bike on it. Right, it's just taking me about half an hour just to put that bloody thing on. So that's good. Whether I'll keep that on or not, I've no idea, to be honest with you. But if it's there, isn't it? What I can do is I can always, this'll come out and that'll just stay bolted on. Whether I decide to use it or not, I don't know. But I think it should be. You see, that can twist. I'm pushing down on this corner, and you can just see that it's just twisting a little bit. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I'm tempted. I don't know. What do you think? Putting some a brace. I don't know. What I do want to do anyway, to be honest with you, in fact, just give us 2 seconds. I'll be back in two seconds. Right. What I'm thinking is to make some like bracing bars that will bolt. There'll be, you know, it'll bolt onto there, and then there'll be like a bit of U-beam welded onto there with the bolt going across there like that, just to brace it a bit more. And then what I can do is I can weld, you know, some hooks down here. It'll just make it a bit more sturdy. The only thing I'm thinking of is, if I've got my ZX12 on there, it's a fucking heavy bike. It's 200 kilo, isn't it? Probably more, fully loaded with oil and petrol and stuff. It's quite an heavy bike. So I want it to be strong. I want this. I'd rather over-engineer the trailer, knowing that I can have a big heavy bike on and it's going to cope with it, than just have it a flimsy little thing. So I'd rather do that, I'll be honest with you. That's my goal. So let me, and I've got this fucking metal. I've had it kicking around for fucking years and years, so I might as well bloody use it. So let me cut them and I'll show you what you mean. I'll show you what I mean. Anyway, this is my idea. Get something like that bolted to a plate, and then that plate there, that one there, would just simply bolt through there then, so that obviously when I take that off, that will be welded to that, so it just join there with 2 bolts, one there and one there. So if you imagine that there like that, welded on, and then maybe a tube of 50mm square welded on down there, look, so welded on there. And then, you know, maybe a fucking bolt through there, or even just a bolt through there, straight through there, and then that'll be a brace sort of thing. What it'll do then is, obviously I'd have to cut it off, maybe there or something, but then that will also double up as, I don't know if you can see that, a mounting point for the mudguard, if that makes sense. So I'll have a go at I'll have a go at doing that, and I'll get back to you. But that's what I'm after. Oh, what a fucking 3 hours since I last spoke. I fucked up 2 drills, both chuckless, and I've just fucking knacked them. And what it was, I started rushing. I needed the toilet, and then I started rushing, and I fucked one thing up, and then the other thing fucked up, and it just carried on and carried on and carried on. Anyway, so this is what I'm after. Ignore the welds. The welds are shit because I'm running out of gas. I've literally got that much gas left. So anyway, so this will bolt onto there, and then it'll obviously slide through there. That's going to get welded up properly onto there, and then I'm going to drill 2 fucking holes straight through. You can see that I'm off there, but I'll drill them straight through, and then I'll put a bolt through there and a bolt through there. Same with the other side. 2 bolts straight through there, and then job's a good one. That'll be proper solid then, won't it? And then what I can do is I can weld some tie downs onto there and stuff, and it'll just, not only will it brace the trailer, but it'll be anchor points for the bike. Right, I need to tidy up because I can't believe it's 3:30 already, and I was only supposed to be out in garden an hour. Right, so that's it guys, I'll update you the next time I carry on with it. Right, packed up, just one more quick look so you know where I'm sort of like going with this. Obviously the welds need doing, and the holes, I need to get some new drill bits for that and drill them more accurately. That needs welding on, same with that side. Let's cool. Okay, I've made an error. I've unbolted this on both sides, but I can't get it out. it won't pull out, so I think this is going to have to be assembled and deassembled in a particular way. So I think I'm going to have to undo them first and lift the main carriage thing off, and then these will slide out, and then when I'm putting it together I need to put them through the axle like that, and then put the carriage thing, then put that centre thing on. Yeah, that's what I mean. So them two things are going to have to come off last, but go in first, because now that will just slide out. Right, that is it now.